Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from May 6th to the 12th using this Clueless kit from Scribble Prints Co. This is the mini kit, but I believe I did purchase the, like the add-on of all the scenes from the movie. And then I got the extra color from the add-on, and you will see that I forget, yet again, I always do, I forget to add in the black glitter headers, and then I had to pull everything up and fit them in, which was kind of a nightmare because everything was ripping up. But I did it because I just really wanted the black in there. I will also mention that I forgot to hit record for all of Monday, so that whole day is missing. And then on Friday, I made the same mistake. You'd think I would learn by now, but I don't know why, but when I was checking my notes, I only looked from Monday to Thursday, and every day I was like, oh, I can fit a full box on every day, that's fine. And I was like rushing, and I didn't feel like scrolling down to Friday and the weekend. So by the time I got to Friday, I realized, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to put a full box on Friday because I have so much shit to mark. But by then, I was like committed. There was no way I was ripping this up. So I had to use a day extender, and I just don't like how I did it, because you'll see when we get to Friday that now one of the most unimportant things that I did on Friday is like the biggest box on the day. And that's simply because I'm not good at day extenders, and I need to figure out. Actually, now that I'm talking to you, I think I've figured out something I'm going to try next time rather than just a half box. Anyway, you'll see when we get to Friday what I mean. I prefer the inside of the day extender to the outside of it. It is what it is. But all in all, I'm still really happy with how this spread turned out. It's so colorful, and I really like looking at it, but Friday does bother me. I'm not going to lie. I really don't like that big half box at the bottom of the day. And also because I had to get my big ass head in the way in order to do the half box. I'm sorry, not the half box, the day extender. I didn't realize because I wasn't looking at my phone, but the bottom half of Friday, all of the footage is blurred. I'm going to leave it in just because, but I do apologize. It is blurry for a hot second. And then that's pretty much all I have to say as far as the kit itself. And as far as my plans go, this was not an exciting week whatsoever. It's a lot of same old, same old. I was feeling very hopeless about my future. And I don't know why I haven't been feeling as hopeless lately. I think it's because I've taken a pretty big break from looking for a job, simply because I'm just focusing on other things right now. I'm still in the market. I still want a new job, but I needed a break. Oh, excuse the loud ass car. I feel like that car makes so many, appearances in my videos. But anyway, hopefully you didn't hear it too much. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I've just been taking a much needed break from the whole job hunting thing. I need to go back and look at it from a different perspective, just because going on LinkedIn and Indeed is just not working. And I have gone to a few company websites, but it was just making me feel sick. And my phone clearly knew what was up, because all of my algorithms were just about people failing at finding jobs and applying to 1,000 jobs and only getting one call and 0 interviews. And it was just like making me sick. So anyway, this week I was feeling hopeless about my future. And then other than that, I was really hoping to have some downtime on Sunday. I really just wanted to play my video game and relax, because I was going on a trip the following week and I just needed some time to chill. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because my grandmother, so anyway, we had a pre-Mother's Day brunch. We had brunch on Saturday because my mom was going to be away on Sunday on a camping trip, and it wouldn't have worked for her. So we all got together on Saturday, and the plan was we were having the brunch, so that means we would have been done early, and then Joe and I were going to go run errands. I was going to donate shit at Goodwill and do my grocery shopping for the week and just like get everything done so that my Sunday would be free. Well, I get to the restaurant, And the first thing my grandmother says to me before she even says like hello or anything, she's like, I have a bag of things in the car, and like I have some returns in case we go somewhere with my returns, blah, 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 blah. And essentially she just like assumed that we were going to take her shopping, and I couldn't tell her no. Like I didn't really have anything else going on that day, but I did feel guilty because I told Joe that we would have plenty of time to like run errands because he had one that he needed to do by a certain time. He was able to run that errand, but we spent the entire day with my grandmother, and I'm not complaining about that. It's just that it wasn't the plan, and it just wasn't the plan because I was busy all Friday. I didn't get home until 1 a.m. on Friday. And then on Saturday, I didn't get home until, I want to say like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Like I literally spent the entire day with my grandmother because after we were done shopping, we went back and helped her with her computer for a couple hours. And then after that, I needed to help my uncle's boyfriend's daughter with her computer again. And it just like sucked up the entire day. And I'm not saying that I regret it or anything, but if you are an introvert and you have anxiety, then you know what I mean when you think that you have the whole day to yourself and then it's taken away. It's very frustrating. So anyway, then Sunday I had to run all my errands. I still had a little downtime on Sunday, but not enough to like play my game because I really like playing video games for hours on end. I'm sure you understand. But anyway, that's really all that happened this week. Nothing crazy. So let's just get into the day by day. So starting with Monday, I do apologize that all of the footage is gone, but there you go. I'll just run through it really quick. I worked from home on Monday like usual. I did my laundry. It's a Munchkin from Once More with Love. The laundry basket is Sticky Perks. Then the sticker sheet that I used to mark pulling is from Who Knows Where, a printable. With this Munchkin chopping veggies, I marked that I prepped all of my produce. With this freebie Munchkin that I got from SPC, I used her to mark working out my back. Then with this camera, I forgot to look where it's from, but if you're interested, I will go check for you. But it's to mark the voiceover and filming that I did. Then with this cringe Munchkin and this printable book, again, I'll check. I do apologize. I'm terrible at this. I marked that I DNF'd The Idea of You, which is like the first DNF of my adult life. There are a couple I did when I was, a child, but really not many, maybe like 2. So this is probably the 3rd, maybe 4th DNF of my entire life. And I think eventually I'll go back and read it for the cringe, but it was just too much for me and it wasn't fun. It was supposed to be my palate cleanser between like heavy books, and it was making me really uncomfortable, and it wasn't palate cleansing. So had to stop. It just wasn't worth it. Then with this money sticker, again from a printable, I marked that I filled out the expense tracker in my functional planner. And then the final thing on Monday with this Papershire cat, just marked that the cats were a nightmare this night, running around and playing all night. It was not fun. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked with this scale was that I weighed myself. Then with this sneaky Munchkin, I marked that I saw my boss on my walk, and I'm kind of surprised this hasn't happened yet, but she usually gets to the office before me because she lives much closer to the office, and I mean, honestly, that's the main reason, but also sometimes she goes in at 7 a.m. so she can like leave early to do her workout class or whatever. But this day I saw her, and I don't like talking to people in the morning at all, but I felt really awkward, so like I had to say hello. And we had to like take the elevator together and everything. I do not enjoy people's company first thing in the morning at all. Then with a Munchkin in a window, I marked that it was so nice out. With a not a good day Munchkin, I marked that I was feeling hopeless about my future. Then with this printable workout sticker that's from the same shop as the printable book, I marked that I did just a 10-minute glute workout. My lower body is weak, and I honestly don't really want to bulk it up that much. Like, I'm pretty happy with my lower body. My ass is totally flat, which like I don't love, but if it's between bulking up my legs and anyway, you get it. So I just did it a little bit, just, to work on strength. I'm trying not to use exercises like a punishment or exercise as a way to like change my body. I'm really just using it for my mental health and because I'm getting old and it's healthy. So whatever. Sorry, long explanation, but I did a 10-minute glute workout when I got home. Then with an Olive Studio sticker, I marked that I filled a spread and did a voiceover. And then the final thing on Tuesday with this Christmas TV, but it matched perfectly, so I had to use it, from Pumpkin Paper Co. I marked that I watched the movie Side Effects, and I had always thought it was going to be like something totally different. I had no idea what it was about, so I never watched it, and I don't know, I was just like in the mood. So I put it on. I really liked it. So there you go. Moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked with a laptop from a printable kit, I marked that I got to work at 8:22, which is pretty late. But yeah, whatever. I blanked. Never mind, whatever I was going to say, it's gone. Then with a piece of washi from the kit and an edit emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co., I marked editing. With another workout printable sticker, I marked that I did a chest workout. And I do the same chest workout every week, and I really like it. I thought I was getting stronger for a hot second, but then the last time I did it, I barely completed it. So we're going to stick with it because I'm still pretty weak. Then with an emoji eating something, I marked that I held back from snacking. I really just wanted to binge out on snacks, but I didn't. I'm trying to get much better about that because let me know if you're the same, but especially after an in-office day, I feel like I have earned oodles and oodles of like ice cream and candy and chips, and I haven't. That's not how that works. But in my brain it is. So we're trying to like change our relationship with snacking. Then with a TV from Planting Roses, I marked that I planned and watched the movie Wolf Creek, which was whatever, it was fine. With this Munchkin lounging, reading a book, I marked that I read, and I started my new book, which is, I want to say it's called When Rabbit Howls. I'm only a couple chapters in just because I haven't been reading a lot. I've been very tired and very busy. But it's very interesting. I didn't know it was a true story when I started it, but it's a true story, which is like wild. We'll discuss later when I finish the book. So who knows, maybe in December at the rate I'm going. Then the final thing I marked for Wednesday with a sad emoji was that I scratched my head way too much. And it's actually really bad. It's gotten worse. I'm missing quite a bit of hair, and I'm really upset because I wanted to grow my hair out longer. I'm kind of sick of having like medium length hair. I want to go back to my long hair for a little while. And I have all of these tiny little broken hairs, and I have some that are so broken that they're like a millimeter long, like a millimeter, like tiny, like stubble, like a man's 5 o'clock shadow. And then I have some that are like an inch long, some that are 2 inches long, and some that are like in a group. So I'll just have like an alfalfa moment. It's terrible, and I'm hurting myself. Like my scalp hurts because I'm digging scabs out of my head. Anyway, disgusting. I know, TMI, but I mean, it's actually more common than you would think. I found an entire Reddit page with like tips and tricks on how to stop picking your scalp when you have like dermatillomania or whatever. And one of the ways is to wear fake nails. Apparently you like can't scratch your head with fake nails. I think my hands will look really dumb with fake nails, but I might just get some press-ons just to see because it's really gotten that bad. Like it's so bad. But anyway, moving on to Thursday, the first thing I marked with a paper shire flat lay and a flag was that I worked. Then with this no munchkin, I marked like my job is having me call people with expired quotes from 2016. I am calling people who have not had anything to do with our company for almost a decade, like out of the blue. I am like sick to my stomach over this. It's making me so anxious because I feel like such a jackass. Like, how dare I bother these people who didn't answer my boss's email in 2016? You know, like I'll look at the previous activities in our database, and she reached out to some of these people like 2-3 times, and they just ignored her. And now I'm calling them like a decade later, like an asshole. I hate it. I hate my job. Anyway, while I was at work, my uncle called me to just let me know that my grandmother is not doing well and that he decided that he is going to get her tested for dementia and Alzheimer's, but he's not going to tell her because she doesn't want to do it. I believe there was like a wait list, so they haven't gone yet, but he was pretty upset about it, obviously. So then on my walk home, I called my grandmother because I just wanted to see how she was doing, and she was really happy. She was in a really good mood. She was very chatty, so that was good because she's also been really down, which makes sense. With another one of these jazzercise or whatever munchkins, I marked that I did a Pilates workout, which I really enjoyed. I want to start doing more of those. They are so painful though. Like those micro movements are tough, but I want to do more because I feel good after. Then the final thing on Thursday with an Olive Studio sticker and a YouTube sticker from Carly Plans, I marked that I planned and watched YouTube. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that I paid my rent, but I accidentally wrote it on the wrong label, my bad, but I used another money jar left over from a printable kit to mark paying my rent. Then with an umbrella, I marked that it rained and it was very cold this day. With this angry munchkin, I marked that I was in a bad mood, and I don't know why. I think I just was. Yeah, I think I just was in a bad mood this day, which was really bugging me because it was Friday. Then with an angry munchkin, I marked that my boss gave me a research project, which really frustrated me because I wanted to try to like pack and take care of the cats and stuff during work because I wanted to leave as early as possible, and that just wasn't possible because she gave me a research project. Then with this yoga munchkin, I marked doing another Pilates workout on my break. With an emoji cleaning the litter box, I marked doing the litter and taking care of the cats. With a munchkin vacuuming, I marked that I vacuumed. And then with this munchkin holding a suitcase, I marked that I packed my stuff for the weekend. Then this is where I get like annoyed at myself, but with this half box, which is ridiculous, and a Walmart bag, I marked that I went to Walmart and ran some other errands on my way to see my best friend at her mother's house. Then I marked gossiping with these gossiping emojis. My best friend, her mother, and I were just like talking about my Austin trip, so that was fun. Then with these munchkins eating pizza, I marked that I had pizza. With an audiobook sticker, now this actually happened after, but it didn't work with this day extender because just where the fold is, I needed to sort of see, I'm sorry, it's blurry, but I needed to reorganize my plans. So this is strictly aesthetics. This is not the order that this happened in, but I marked with an audiobook, I think emoji, that I finished the audiobook The Teacher by Frida McFadden. It's that for sure is a palate cleanser. It's like a page turner, even though I was listening. I really enjoyed it. Then with this Spider-Man emoji and a laughing munchkin, I marked that I watched Madam Web with my best friend and her little brother. And we had so much fun because the whole reason we wanted to watch this movie together was because we heard it was so terrible. And so we were like laughing and talking and cracking jokes the entire time. It was so much fun. And the movie is horrible, but we had a great time. 10 out of 10, very much enjoyed. Then the final thing on Friday with a Papershire car, I marked that I got back to Philadelphia at 1 a.m. And this is when I finished The Teacher in the car, but yeah, you can tell, you can see once everything isn't blurry. I'll show it at the end of the video. You can see why I had to switch the audiobook and the movie. Moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked with this random sticker that I got in a Glam Plan mystery box kit thing, I marked that I got ready. Then with, I think this is like a Thanksgiving sticker from Once More with Love, I marked that we had the pre-Mother's Day brunch. With a confused munchkin, I marked, I guess we're shopping. That was not originally the plan. With a Stella Bow sticker co-car, I marked that we drove my grandmother around. Then with this Once More with Love Froyo sticker, I marked that Joe and I went to Thomas Sweet, and I got him ice cream like I treated just because I felt so guilty that he had to drive my grandmother around all day. She's also 90 and can barely walk, so everything takes a very long time, and she does not want to be in a wheelchair. Like she wants to walk. So we move at a snail's pace, which is not her fault, but I just felt really guilty because I assured him we'd have all day to run errands. Then with an emoji pumping gas, I marked that my grandmother actually paid to fill my tank, which was very nice of her and much appreciated since we drove her all around. So that was good. That was cool. Then after we got back to my uncle's place, we spent a very long time, like at least an hour, if not two, working on my grandmother's computer, trying to figure out what was wrong with it, helping her with her Excel spreadsheets and all this stuff. It was not good. She is a Mac user and we are not. We are PC people. So yeah, wasn't fun. And then, like I said, I had to help my uncle's boyfriend's daughter with her computer as well. So that took some time. Not that much because her stuff is like simple, no-brainer stuff, but still. We got home so late. This was like the entire day, like I said. So with this tired munchkin sitting in an armchair, I marked that we got back so fucking late, like 10:30 or 11 o'clock. I can't even remember. Let me see. Did I write it? It's on a black sticker, so I can barely... No, I just wrote got back so late, but I think it was 10:30 or 11. Then with these olives sitting on a couch eating snacks, I marked that we started watching Killers of the Flower Moon, but I couldn't stay awake. I was so tired. So I think we maybe watched an hour of it, and it's like 3+ hours long. Finally, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked with a Designsky Sticker Co. Red Bull was that I had my Red Bull with an emoji holding bread. I marked that I had way too many carbs this day. Like I had leftover dinner rolls from our brunch for breakfast, and then, yeah, I was eating carbs all day. It was bad. Not that carbs are bad, I know, but like eating bread and that's it all day is kind of not the healthiest. Then with an Aldi bag from Sticky Perks, I marked that I went to Aldi to get all of my produce and like salad ingredients for the week. I've been so good with my salads at work. This is the first week that I have not had them since I started, and that's purely because I was busy all weekend and I did not work from home. It doesn't matter. Point is, we're skipping salads this week, but we're going back to it next week. Then with an emoji snuggling a cat, I marked that I did all of the cat care stuff with a pretzel from Paper Company, I think. I marked that we got buy one, get one free Auntie Anne's pretzels with a munchkin in a Chinese food munchkin. I marked that we had Chinese and it was very subpar. I think we have to find a new place because the place that we've been going to, their quality has just gone down the shithole and it's more expensive. It's just not good anymore and I really didn't enjoy it. Then with these munchkins watching a movie, I marked that we finished Killers of the Flower Moon and then we also watched the challenge. And then the final thing for Sunday and this spread is that I had the Sunday scaries. Of course I did. But anyway, I'm really sorry about this footage. It's a hot mess, but we're gonna keep it anyway. But you see what I mean with the day extender. But anyway, that's it. Next week will be much more interesting, I think. At least in my head it will be, because I actually did stuff. This week was just a lot of whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.